Hi everyone, welcome back to Devon Mum Budgets. My name's Philippa. I'm a married mum of 2 boys living in Devon and working in Cornwall. I hope this setup is better. I have looked at the frame and hopefully there won't be anything off screen today. Apologies for that on the last video. I'm trying to mess around with how it looks, but we'll see. As you can probably see, this is my normal work desk. So I've got my little inbox tray over here. It's just in the corner and my little, I don't know if you can see my computer here. Yeah, anyway, doesn't matter. So I've already emptied my purse out for a couple of reasons and we'll go through them in a minute. But this is the end of week 2 of July, which ran from Sunday, the 6th of July to Saturday, the 12th of July. And we will do a little check-in. So Sunday is our food shop day, so we did the food shop and my husband put fuel in his car. Also, apologies if my nails look a bit grubby. I have been gardening and I've been out there this morning and I'm going to go out again in a minute, so I've done a quick clean, but they might look a little bit grubby. My youngest needed some new shoes, so my husband ordered those from Sports Direct and we took £30 out of the Vinted account to cover that. On to Monday. It's been a bit of a spendy week. So Monday I had to pop into, I better zoom in, hadn't I? Here we go. Monday I had to pop into Waitrose on the way home from work just to pick up, what did I have to pick up? I can't remember. A couple of bits anyway. So maybe for my son's packed lunch, I can't remember. Anyway, £5.70 in Waitrose. We stopped our Sky this month and it stopped on the 10th, our Sky TV. And we decided to go for an Amazon Fire Stick with the kind of hack to unlock it all. So my husband and I both use Revolut and we both had Rev points on our account. So I had £10 gift voucher and he had a £10 gift voucher. So the Fire Stick was $27.99 and we both had a tenner each in vouchers for Amazon. So it ended up costing $7.99, which is always nice. And then Spotify bill came out. Tuesday, I popped into Morrison's in the morning. I've been doing a training course recently with one of the doctors I work with. And I just wanted to get a card and a little gift to say thank you for his support. But otherwise, yeah, no spend day. On Wednesday, I got back some travel expenses with work, which was £15.81 into the digital account. Gosh, I can't remember what any of these were for. This was probably a drink, I think. This was for a battery. On Wednesday, my son's school was doing like a summer soiree. So they did a performance of Shakespeare's The Tempest. And my son also plays the electric guitar and he needed a battery for his amp. A 9-volt battery was £5, crazy. But anyway, so that's £5. And then I think I popped in to get a snack and a drink before Beavers. And my youngest went on a school trip and I gave him £3 to get himself an ice cream. On to Thursday. £4 groceries for Co-op. Oh, I got some ice lollies to stock up the freezer and I got myself a few bits at the same time. I had a deadline on Thursday for an essay that I've been writing for this course that I've done and I just wanted to get some nice food to just scran on whilst I was getting everything done. Then this was so £50. This was for the Fire Stick for this like hack to unlock Sky Glass or whatever. So we get all the Sky channels, but we pay £50 a year rather than like, I don't know, 80 quid a month or whatever it was. So awesome. And then I went to the local pub in the evening with some friends and I took some money out that I'd left over in my birthday wallet. And I just got a bowl of chips and a drink, but that was lovely. Friday, our box meals came out. It was a bit more this week because we had a 10% off add-ons, or it might have been half price off add-ons. So I added something to it, I can't remember what now. No, £10 off add-ons, that was what it was. And then we were a bit naughty. We had to go into Tesco to get some bits. It was my mum's birthday yesterday. I needed to get some cards and some stuff for breakfast, and also Co-op. And I did that digitally, which I normally wouldn't, but yeah, I did. So there we are. And on Friday, our neighbour does a little cake stall, and we treated ourselves to, that's like £2 each for these massive blocks of Rocky Road. So I got one for each of the boys, one for my husband and one for me, and they were lovely. So then yesterday, last day of the week, I took my mum for lunch in our local town, and then we got an ice cream afterwards from our local ice cream shop. And then I also just had to get some bread and milk in Tesco. So there we go, that's the end of week 2. So I'll quickly check in here. I've already emptied my purse and there was £5.46 of change, so that's in here. So we'll do something with that in a moment. Oh, sorry, let's zoom back out again. I actually had, basically I took all of the money out of my birthday envelope. Sorry, are you shaking? Sorry if you're shaking. I took all the money out of my birthday envelope because I used it in the pub. I took it out yesterday just in case the lunch was going to cost a bit more. Oh, sorry. And, I'm not going to put it back in because what I'm going to do, I think at the end of the month, is reallocate it somewhere else. Or maybe we could do that today. I don't know. I haven't thought through it yet. So this is a sum up of the week. So box meals was £44.36. Unexpected spends was all of that other stuff, £8, £81.22. So when we spend digitally, I add it to unexpected because obviously it's not come out of the cash that's allocated. So that came to £81.22. My youngest school trip, £3, and his trainers was just £3 out of, I think I just took that, maybe out of my personal money, I can't remember. And then you can see here, so we took £30 out of Vinted, 15 out of gifting. So, oh, actually that's one thing I didn't pop in, I better add that. Teacher's gift. One of the mums has volunteered to sort all the presents, so I gave her £10. I'll highlight that later. So that came out of gifting. So £15 was £5 for the doctor I work with, £10 for teachers. Vinted was £30 for the trainers. My birthday, in theory I took all of it out, but I'm reallocating the stuff that's left over, and my mum's birthday or family birthday pot, but yeah, that came out there. So our total bills came to £131.58. Our total expenses came to £149.79, and we should be left with £548.12. We're not quite. We've got £320 in cash for the rest of the 2 weeks, and digitally we should have about £228, but we've got £206. And interestingly enough, I've got like £25 in rollover money, so that's where the difference is, because we've taken it out here and I've just not put it back in the bank or anything. So there we go. Let's close out week 2, and we'll come over to week 3, and we will just pop this over. Just need to quickly 320 cash and 206.39 digital. So 526.39. Child benefit is due to come in this week, but as I've said in previous videos, we try not to do anything with that. We try and keep it and then reallocate it at the end of the month to the boys' saving pots. So far, the only thing that should be coming out this week is box meals, but I'm conscious that our Scouts, the Boys Scouts camp payment will probably come out this week, which I need to keep an eye out for. But my eldest has actually decided he doesn't want to go, so I'm going to cancel that payment because I've paid half of it. But otherwise, hopefully a less spendy week. Who knows? Let's see. But we'll check in at the end of it. Okay, so let's pop that to one side and let's sort our change here. So I actually went through this the other day, and I have got £10 worth of 20p, so I need to get some cash bags. I've actually just popped it, this is a little box I made at Christmas, and I've just popped it in there for now, and I will get some cash bags. But I'm pretty sure the money we've got today has got a 50p in it, and I think that takes us Oh, it's got one 50p and we need, oh no, it's got two. So that will take us up to £10 of our 50p's. Is that going to be really boring if I sort that out on this video? Maybe it will be. Yeah, so I just wanted to go through and see where we were with things, to see if I could, because it's so heavy, I needed to sort out cash-wise. Right, so what we are going to do is get out a permanent marker. In fact, I might just get that out altogether. And so we've got £5.40 something, I think, 46. The pound coins we will reallocate to another envelope. So we've got £2.46 here. So let's pop, I am going to keep the 50p's to the side. But I will mark them off. So £1, 20, 40, 60, 80, £2, 20, 40, 20, 30, 40, 5, 46. £2.46, which is there. So we'll mark that off. Let's pop that to one side. And then I am just really quickly going to update this as well, because we have got those two 50p's. So that's now at £10. And I'll take the 50p's out in a second. 20p's, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got £1.20 worth. So that will take that to £11.80. And then we've got 110p. I need to get those little trackers, don't I? Back to the bank or whatever it is. 3 50p's. And 1 1p. 56. Okay. So it's just nice to know where we are, so that I know when to take things back to the bank. So I'm going to be really annoying. Let's put the £3 in there and we'll sort those in a minute. If this is really boring, please either skip ahead or skip to the end. And of course, the 50p's, I'm pretty sure, are on top. Sorry, this is going to be really loud. As you can see, a fair bit of change. So let's start with those 50p's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 50. Where's the last one? 8.59. So we've got £10 and 50p's as well. So I'm going to pop that in here. I can open it, and I'll get some cash bags and put that in notes. Gosh, that's heavy now. Okay, don't worry, I'm not going to count this. I am going to scoop it back into, oh, dropped 2p. I will try and mute this bit because this is going to be really loud and I am very sorry. There's no real quiet way of doing it. Drop 2p again. That's from this week. There we go. Okay. Oh, noise again. Sorry. So we'll pop that back up on the shelf where it lives. Okay, so we've got £3 coins, and I do actually have. I did go through my binders a little bit earlier this week and take out some of the Wednesday pounds that we used last week and swap it in for fivers. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So we'll pop those into there. And I think, let's go through and see if anything needs £3 to get it round to a 5, shall we? Emergency fund is on 105, family fun is on 45, gifting is on 10. Don't think anything else in here has got random pounds. Oh, 67. There we go. And that's for clubs. So let's do, what I'm going to do is actually take those, and I did mention I've got some kind of rollover money which I do need to reallocate. I might save that, but for the sake of doing this, I think I'll just put a £5 in. Oh, and we've got 2 5s, so let's be really annoying. Turn that into a 10, shall we? Okay. And then we can colour in one of those. So we should have 25, 50, 60, 70. 20, 40, 60, 70. Lovely. So now we can put those back. I'll just add that on. 13, 7, cash stuff, 3, £70. Lovely. So I will put those back in here. So in theory this should be, actually, yeah, that's a good point, this should be a float. So what have we got now? We've got 6 Wednesday pounds, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got £2 now that we can share to another binder. Let's look through for any other odds, but I don't think there are now. No. Let's have a look in here. School uniform, school trips is empty. Summer break has 2. School shoes has 2. I think I'm going to put these in school shoes because we do need to think about getting that sorted. 13, sorry if you can hear my kids in the background. 54. There we go. So now we've reallocated that cash. And like I said, the notes I think I'm going to save for the end of the month, and we'll do that all together. Right, what do we need to do? I've lost my train of thought now. Oh no, there's a hole in that bag. That's annoying. Right, I'll have to get a different thing to keep that in. Pop that away. That's our rollover little envelope. Let's get our money out for the next week, don't we? On to week 3. Pop those back over there. Bring in the purse. Ooh. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 120 for food shops. These 20s are so nice. They're really crisp. Pop that in there. 20 for my own personal spending, which I always put on the opposite side. And £20 for fuel, which I will give to my husband. Okay, so there we go. Thank you for joining me in this video. Sorry it was a bit all over the place. I hope everyone has a great week. The weather is absolutely beautiful. We're actually setting our pool up in the garden at the moment as we speak. So that'll take a couple of hours to fill. It's just like an overground, I think it's an 8-foot or maybe a 10-foot round pool that I think we got from the range a couple of years ago. So we're setting that up in the garden, sorting the garden out, mowing the lawn, pulling up weeds, hence my fingernails. We got a new strimmer yesterday, so we're sort of tidying a lot of things up because it does need it. We've had some lovely courgettes from our veg patch this week, which is kind of my youngest's pride and joy because he got all the seeds for his birthday. So he's kind of been in charge of that. And we've got some courgettes, we've got some tomatoes growing. They're green, but we'll wait for them to go ripe. We've got cucumbers, beetroot, carrots and sweet corn. And it's all growing beautifully and doing a very, very good job despite this heat. But I have been helping my son to look after it. Anyway, I hope everyone has a fabulous week and I will catch you next Sunday. Take care now. Bye.